Well, hello there, motherfuckers, and welcome to your Raw review. Well, it's one of those Raws once again. It's like, you don't even want to hear about this show, right, guys? You just want to hear me talk about SmackDown 1000, but I don't want this review to be a rush job. But, I'm making this video first on a Wednesday. I'm fresh off of SmackDown 1000. I've got a lot to say about SmackDown 1000. So, but I'm gonna take my time here with this show because I don't want to miss anything. It's funny that I don't want to miss anything because pretty much everything on this show you could have missed, and it's not gonna ruin your life. You're not going to be, a lesser person for not having seen the show. You're not going to, you're going to get called into the boss's office on Tuesday morning. Johnson! Yes, sir! Have a seat! Oh, yes! So, it's come to my attention you didn't watch Raw last night. Oh, yes, sorry, sir. It's just that show really sucks. Well, Johnson, if you read the requirements of this job, a daily consumption of Raw is required by this company. And if you're not a team player, sir, I don't understand. We work at a tampon factory. I don't get why we need to watch, wrestling. It doesn't make any sense. Johnson, I make the rules here. Yes, sir. You better watch it or it'll be your ass. I mean, you know what I'm saying? It's like, it's not crucial to life. Well, why are we watching it? You tell me. I don't know. But, all right, let's get to the show then. Seth Rollins. First it's Drew McIntyre, Dolph Ziggler, Braun Strowman taking turns. Like, guys, I gotta say one thing about tonight. The promos seemed off. Like, they were extra scripted. They were extra manufactured. They were extra contrived. They were super artificial tonight. They sounded worse than ever. I mean, it sounded like these wrestlers were very uncomfortable with delivering their promos. And these just sounded very cookie cutter. We've heard all these lines before, at a previous date, and this is not a good tandem. I don't know what it is, but they're just not gelling well. Braun Strowman is just like, this is not a faction kind of guy. I'm sorry, but when you have someone that's this, ruthless and can't work well, with others, supposedly he's working with others, which just doesn't make any sense. Because he's doing it by choice. It's not like he lost the match and he has to be with these guys. It's like he chose to be with these guys. He formed an alliance, and he's not really even the leader, because it seems like Dolph Ziggler kind of is, So, anyway, we'll talk about what happened later in the show. I don't like to, say what happened right away, even though probably most of you guys probably checked the internet already if you didn't watch the show. But, I gotta leave a little bit of suspense for the people who just watch these reviews for the purpose of following the show. So, this brings out Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins. Dean Ambrose isn't there, and Ziggler's like teasing him, where's Ambrose? And Seth Rollins says that he's in well, guys, it's the moment you've all been waiting for. We're in Philly tonight. And you know what's great about Philly? This is an exact quote. And someone says, the cheesesteaks, they call that out. Well, yeah, the cheesesteaks are fantastic. The cheesecakes are fantastic. And that's the bottom line, because Stone Cold said so. If you smell what the Rock is cooking, rest in peace. I'm the best there was, the best there was, the best there is, and the best there ever will be. So, you know, I'm giving you basically like all the great lines, you know, all the great catchphrases that everybody repeats to this day. And I know Seth Rollins has burned it down, but for now on, the cheesecake, the cheesesteaks are fantastic. I mean, like, I understand he's trying to, like, get a pop from the crowd and everything, but when his voice, and just, like, man, it was like, we're on fire tonight, you're on fire, to whatever the fuck he said. It's just, like, night after night, I don't understand, like, this guy has a pretty popular fan base. I'm looking on Instagram, and there's people, like, that love Seth Rollins. They love CrossFit Jesus. They love this guy. And I don't understand what it is, but I don't see it. The thing is, it's like, first of all, the guy barely sells. He goes from spot to spot. He does 1,000 fucking things per match. You can't even process it. He works way too fucking fast. He doesn't, like I say, don't sell anything. It's all these fucking suicide dives, and they all look fucking horrendous. They're just like, you know, just pushing people. The guy has injured countless wrestlers, including Finn Balor, which is another What Culture favorite. He's injured basically everybody under the fucking sun. Sting, he's ended Sting's career. And somehow, this is what I was saying. I'm not saying that Brie Bella shouldn't be blamed for her negligence, but people are getting up Brie Bella's ass for knocking out Liv Morgan. But when Seth Rollins injured Sting, Dave Meltzer, Wade Keller, all these motherfuckers, What Culture, for instance, they were all fucking silent. Oh, Seth is still great. Sting is old. No, Sting wasn't old. Seth Rollins gave this guy a buckle bomb. It fucking injured his ass. And he collapsed in the ring. For some reason, Sting was perfectly healthy working with Bobby Roode. He was perfectly healthy working with other wrestlers in TNA. Didn't seem to get injured once. Gets in the ring with Seth Rollins, his career's over. So there you go, motherfucker. So, you know, and then he goes on to say, Philly is a fighting city. I mean, it's just these things with his voice and how he says it. It's like he's not cool. I don't understand, like, you know, I just have, like, a big feeling. Okay, so Seth Rollins ends up going over Drew McIntyre. Gets a count-out victory. Okay, great. So, I just got a feeling that they're going to give the World Cup to Seth Rollins. The only thing that might, like, detract from that statement, that, you know, that possibility, is the fact that they're in Saudi Arabia. And Seth Rollins may not be as over in Saudi Arabia as he is, you know, in the U.S. So maybe they might not give it to him. Maybe they will give it to, like, Rey Mysterio or Kurt Angle, or so. That would be kind of weird. Kurt Angle, the American hero, winning in Saudi Arabia. And guys, I'm gonna make a separate video on Saudi Arabia, about the crown jewel and how I feel about that, because I think OTRS made a very interesting video, and I kind of disagree with it. And I'm going to talk about basically the journalist dying and should they pull out of this Saudi Arabia deal. And, you know, they should. I'm going to basically give you a little spoiler there for the video. They fucking sure as shit should. But, you know, we'll get to that in a video, which I'll probably make either today or tomorrow. So, Dean Ambrose is walking backstage with the Shield. So, you know, I don't get it. He won't come out there, but he's backstage with them. Seth Rollins says that, you know, Dean works on his time. It's lunatic time. Dean Ambrose says, what did you say? He gets all insulted. Like, he's called himself a lunatic. He's got, I think, asylum on his shirt, and he's insulted. Like, they're really, like, grasping at straws. Like, they're really stretching it to build tension. Like, they're not even being realistic with the tension. It just makes Dean Ambrose seem like, you know, he just has weird reactions to things. And I guess they're going to write that off to him being a lunatic. But there's only one problem. The guy has not shown that he's a lunatic. Al Snow was a lunatic. Mick Foley was a lunatic. I mean, you know, you have a lot of examples of lunatics. Ones that I'm not even fucking thinking of. Ludovic Jean was a lunatic. Goldust at times acted like a lunatic. You know, Brian Pillman was a lunatic. I mean, that guy was called the loose cannon. He was a lunatic. We talked about that in my Ground Zero review, my retro review, which is another video that you should check out because it's way better than this fucking bullshit right here. So he gets insulted. Then we go to a video package of Undertaker and Kane in the boiler room, and I like this. You know, I think this is cool. I like this stuff. I like when they take, you know, the time to make a presentation that shows why they have the best, like, video editing skills, and it showed here. So they issue a warning to DX. DX magically disappeared. You know, it's the big announcement. It's historic. You know, Triple H runs the company, so obviously he's readily available. I mean, or he should be. It's Raw, so, you know, it's like, I don't think he has any prior engagements, but DX is not going to do anything tonight. You know, they could have had a little skit. They could have done some type of comedy skit, DX style, but, you know, we're not going to do anything DX tonight because, you know, like what Culture said, continuity is killing the WWE. Such great continuity. DX is here, right? Right? What Culture? DX is here because you said that they're full of continuity and it's greatly hurting them. And they shouldn't stick so much to continuity because it's really just not that important when it comes to fucking wrestling. Right? That's why DX was on the show, right? Ember Moon and Nia Jax defeated Dana Brooke and Tamina. So Tamina's been like, I don't know if she was injured. I don't know if she just wasn't used on TV. But I talked about, like, during the women's... Was she in the women's Royal Rumble? I think that, yeah, she was. I talked about how her and Nia Jax, how that could be a great program. She's a big girl, over 200 pounds easily. You know what I'm saying? Probably, you know, she weighs more than Finn Balor. She weighs more than Sami Zayn. You know what I'm saying? She's a big, powerful looking girl. You know, she looks like she could definitely go toe to toe with a Nia Jax. So this could be a great program. She returns at total random to no fanfare at all. Of course, they don't play up the fact that she's Jimmy Superfly Snuka's daughter anymore. They're not doing that. So, you know, anyway, I don't know, like, how they feel about Snuka anymore. So it's like, you know, are they going to mention him or are they not? I don't think it really even matters. Did they put him back in the Hall of Fame? I don't even fucking remember. But, you know, she picks up Nia Jax on her shoulders, gives her the Samoan drop. That's the first time that Nia's ever been manhandled. It's given away on some fucking random ass episode of Raw. The announcers, like, react to it for 1 second, but it's like, it's not like they even go back to it a bunch of times and, like, make a big deal that Nia's left her feet and being slammed down by another woman. No, it's actually the other way around. Tamina's team ends up getting beat. The spot is forgotten about. It could have been like a one-on-one on a pay-per-view with the big Samoan drop to Nia. You know, because that's supposed to be one of Nia's moves, and it's being used on her. But, you know, they gave it up just like that. Like it was nothing. And there goes a program right there. Unless they're still going to do one. And then they go into this Battle Royal type of thing. where, you know, they're dumping Tamina over the top, they're dumping Dana Brooke over the top, and, you know, I get it, they've done this before, it's symbolism, but to me, it just looks stupid. It's not a battle royal, so why are they doing that? And it would be one thing if they just, like they've done in the past, I think they even done it during the Ruthless Aggression era even, take the wrestler, throw him over the top rope. But no, they're doing like the spot where the wrestler's like hanging on, and like it's not the battle royal yet. So, you know, those like little spots that are, you know, reserved just for battle royals, why don't you fucking wait till you do that? And to me, a battle royal, it could be fun, especially if they have a lot of women from the past involved in it. But usually these things are fucking shit shows. They barely take the time to do anything good in them anymore. And it's basically just going to be about, like, first of all, Nia Jax, the poster girl for body positivity, right? You know, you think that maybe, just maybe, like, why is that not a match on the pay-per-view? Why is Nia and Tamina? Why is that not a match on the pay-per-view? The too big, and then they could have did the spot as well. They should have built up to it, but I'm talking about the current product. So, of course, they're not going to do that. So, they're going to just stick the poster girl for body positivity in the fucking battle royal where she's not even going to, you know, shine unless she ends up winning the thing. But no one really even fucking cares. It's like it's just like the battle royal that they had for the women at WrestleMania. What did that do for Naomi? Naomi won it. She's in a fucking pointless ass tag team with Asuka. And months after she won it, they did absolutely nothing with her. She didn't have a women's title match, so what the fuck is the point? And what is the point of the battle royal? It's not even a number one contenders battle royal. So it's like, why should we give a shit? Oh, it's a battle royal. Who the fuck cares? Why do I care if it's a battle royal? It's not, there's nothing even on the line in it. Unless I missed something and there is, something is on the line. Then there was Ronda Rousey coming out. She calls out the Bellas. And I don't know what this was. Okay, first of all, this sounded like, guys, before I start, you're talking to a guy who made a Ronda Rousey sucks video. I'm not a coward, so I don't fucking take videos down once I change my mind. I leave them up so you can kind of see how my mind, you know, changes. I didn't like Ronda Rousey how she was first presented. She was smiling like an idiot. She still does. But I said, Ronda Rousey is a great worker. And they've had some good moments where she's put girls through tables and shit like that. And there's been times where on the mic, she's done a decent enough job. But tonight was not really one of those nights. She got one good line in on this promo that was obviously scripted. It was meant to make the crowd go, ooh. You know, okay. It was the John Cena line where she said, you know, that John didn't want you anymore. And she said the only reason why you girls are there are because of your husband. So there was some good points here. But before she reached that last 30 seconds of the promo, she was dying out there, guys. Like, it's not just the crowd, but it came across on TV really fucking bad. It was fucking terrible. I mean, like, just the way how she was posing it, and the Bellas also. Like, there was even this one moment where Ronda even said to the Bellas, like, I think they might have accidentally cut somebody off, of the Bellas might have, like, miscued and tried talking before it wasn't their turn to speak. Because that's how it is. It's like, I'm going to talk, then you're going to talk, and I'm going to talk. Like, it doesn't flow like a natural conversation like how it used to back in the day. And I hate to say the Attitude Era, but yeah, and even the Ruthless Aggression era, and even moments during even the PG era. We've even had times then where the fucking, you know, promos flowed so much better than this. And Ronda goes, oh, you know, you have something else to say? And they're like, no, you could go. It's like, like what? Like, are we talking? Are we having a conversation on the show? Are we building drama? Or are we just trying to remember our lines? Because I think it's the latter. I think we're just trying to remember our lines. Forget about having, you know, a believable exchange. No, it's like, oh, well, what was I supposed to say now? Like, okay, listen, to your fucking dumbass fucking writers, if your talent is not comfortable writing what they are told to say, then don't have them say it! Meanwhile, McMahon is dancing it up on Smack. Okay, okay, well, I'll save some of that energy for the SmackDown 1000 review. But, you know, seriously, like, McMahon is dancing on his ass off on SmackDown. Meanwhile, the fucking WWE is a burning fucking blaze. The cheesesteaks are fantastic, and everything is like I'm the fucking dog sitting in the apartment that's on fire meme. Everything is fine. Stop! It's horrible! Oh my god, this promo is fucking dreadful. And not only that, Ronda comes out there with the pouty face. Ooh. Comes out there with a pouty face. She's halfway in tears. She does this with her lip. Guys, this woman, her nickname, her moniker, is the baddest woman on the planet, and she's practically in tears. Do you know what that name is an offshoot of? The baddest man on the planet was Mike Tyson, who was a loose cannon of sorts. He was a badass. Almost everybody knows Mike Tyson. That's around my age or even a little bit younger. You know, especially older than me. Everyone knows Mike Tyson. So you give her this moniker. It's like, you know, and she's had this name since UFC. But we'll just, you know, say for the sake of argument, every single person that has a moniker, like the Lunatic Fringe, like I mentioned before, they slap nicknames on all these wrestlers. And none of them live up to their monikers. None of them live up to their nicknames. It's just a nickname. You know, it's like, what's in a name? Well, actually, nothing, because none of these people ever do anything that their nickname or moniker should suggest that they would do. So, the baddest woman on the planet, you have a bunch of Valley girls who beat her up, and WWE, which will be another video, WWE's just giving me so much material to work with on this fucking channel. They make a list, the top 5 betrayals. And the top 5 betrayals. And, you know, on this list, you've got the barbershop with Shawn Michaels and Marty Jannetty. You've got a bunch of these classic betrayals. And what's on the list at number 5? The Bellas turning on Ronda Rousey. They were friends for a fucking month. And you're telling me, through all the history, through all of the 80s, through all of the 90s, the Attitude Era, you know, I mean, Austin, you know, turning his back on the fans and you know, taking the chair from Vince McMahon, you know, all these great betrayals. OTRS, the Schleg Daddy, he did a great video, which I suggest you guys all watch. He talked about how Andre the Giant turned his back on Hulk Hogan, turned his back on the fans. That's not even on the list. All these great moments left off in favor of Ronda Rousey getting beat up by the Bellas. So, I understand why WWE, and I talked about this, why AJ is number 3 on the SmackDown top 5 of all time, because they're trying to put over their current wrestlers. Now, AJ is a good wrestler. Does he deserve to be in the top 5? Fuck no. Does this deserve to be on the top 5 of all the betrayals ever in WWE? Are you fucking idiotic? I mean, like, I'm sorry. Like, I could start to see AJ and why they would do it. But what we're talking about, the top 5 betrayals of all time. And there's so many fucking examples that you could do. You know, Bret Hart also turning his back on the fans. You know, you could come up with so many different things. Triple H pedigreeing Shawn Michaels before SummerSlam. I don't even think that was on there. All these different examples. You know, Scott Hall and Kevin Nash turning on Hulk Hogan even in 2002 would even be a better choice. You know, not the most popular, you know, rendition of the NWO, but still, you know, it got heat. It led to a big 6-man tag on the card. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's so many fucking examples of things you could do. And it's hard, like, you know, I don't have any written down right now. But, you know, you could think of a lot of different things. Of, you know, like the Hardy Boys when they had their feud. Them turning on one another. There's just so many different things. You know, the Rock turning on Farouk in the Nation. You know, D'Lo Brown and Mark Henry turning on The Rock. The Rock with the ultimate screw. There you go. The Rock turning on the fans. Survivor Series 1998. You know, McMahon, The Rock, they screwed us all. That should be a fucking number 1. I don't even think that's on the list. And I'm just saying. I'm like, oh my God. They're picking this moment? Like, I know it's just a list, but for fuck's sakes, it shows their mentality. Okay. And so, the Bellas start coming towards the ring. Rousey starts coming towards them, and then the security comes out. And I think PlayStation Guy 85 will be happy that the security guards were smaller this time. That Rousey beat up, they weren't as big as last time. So, you know, but how many times is this like the 3rd time? She's only been in WWE since January, and she's beat up security guards like 3 or 4 times already. Like an overused segment much? I mean, after that promo, and after all that, I mean, like I said, she got the last couple of good lines in with John Cena. That was good. It was a good insult at Nikki. But, man, like, the flow of this promo, holy fucking shit. We have to move on. I can't. Dolph Ziggler defeated Dean Ambrose with a super kick. The super kick actually ended the match. Amazing. Seth Rollins tried picking up Ambrose. Ambrose, you know, pushed him away. The announcer speculated, did he know if it was Seth or not? And, you know, like, okay, you know, that was a good one, actually. But, you know, surrounding this whole storyline, it's just like, you know, who fucking cares, really? Just get it over with. Just have Ambrose turn on Rollins. You didn't tell the story the right way. You should have been building this up ever since he returned. But, you know, it's like they just had the idea. You know, you had all these fans on the internet who you cater to. And even they were saying, turn Ambrose heel. And you just, you know, waltzed into SummerSlam and didn't even do a fucking thing with Ambrose. Finn Balor defeated Jinder Mahal in 2 minutes. The other Singh brother returned. I think he got injured during the Punjabi prison match. Was he the one who went through the table? I don't know. I might have that wrong. But whatever the case may be, this is fucking pathetic. You have the first ever Universal Champion and the first Indian-born, first Indian, I guess you could say, WWE champion, whatever. He's WWE champion, whatever the fuck you want to say. He's Canadian. I don't know. People are going to say things about that, but, like, you got these two right here. Former world champions in a 2-minute match for just to promote Mixed Match Challenge, some fucking dumbass show on Facebook Watch. I mean, are you kidding me? Like, this is what these guys have been relegated to? I'm not a Balor fan. But holy fucking shit, like, You guys do not know how to keep your stars over. You do not know what to do with them. I mean, once they lose a belt, it's like, oh my god, I don't know what to do. Like, Jinder was getting some real heel heat. He drives the Smarks insane. You know, you see on What Culture, he's the worst champion ever. Jinder Mahal's title reign was way more exciting and way more filled with, because it was so unexpected, and it was filled with heat. And you look at AJ's title reign, he's number 3 on the fucking list for top SmackDown stars. And you look at it and you say, what the fuck? Jinder's title reign was way more exciting, way more unpredictable, more of a roller coaster ride, had better promos, way better than, no dude, no man, no bro, don't go in my house, don't you do it. Would you rather that, or would you rather Jinder getting heel heat? You guys know which one I'm going to pick. Bobby Lashley, you know, got in the ring, you know, was to take a dig at Finn Balor. Don't do this feud. Listen, if you're going to have Bobby Lashley go heel, put him in the world title picture. Shouldn't they just make it a fatal 4-way at Crown Jewel? No, instead they're going to go for some feud with Finn Balor, which who the fuck is even going to care about that feud? Comes in the ring with Lio Rush. Lio is just fucking annoying as fuck. I mean, this is doing nothing for Lashley, really. He doesn't need to have a hype man. You know, put him with Lashley, but just have him be his manager and stay fucking quiet during the match. Oh my god. Lashley! 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 Shut up! Shut the fuck up! Holy fucking cow! Holy Moses! Holy cannoli! I mean, my god, this Mama Luke won't shut his fucking mouth! Shut up! Holy fucking shit, it's like more than anything, you just want to see fucking Lashley spear this motherfucker out of his fucking loafers. Holy mackerel! Oh my god! Like, have fucking mercy on her fucking ears! And if you think that was, like, fucking painful for the auditory senses, just you wait, because we're going to talk about something in a moment. Related to, like, how much we're going to talk, it's the next segment, actually. So he beats Tyler Breeze. Big accomplishment there. So this guy's beating Roman Reigns, and he needs to have a squash match with Tyler Breeze. Well, this is heel Lashley. Fucking cares. We know who he is. He's not a different person. It's the same wrestler, just with a different attitude. Trish Stratus and Lita come out. And you know what I talked about, how the promos were extra off tonight? Well, Alexa Bliss and Mickie James come out, and once again, Mickie James was looking fucking amazing. Holy fucking shit. That right there, that is a fucking beautiful fucking woman. Nick Aldis is a lucky fucking man that he gets to fucking, you know, sleep with that. Oh my fucking god. Mickie James, man, I don't know what it is, but she looks even better than she did during the Ruthless Aggression era. Or is it just me? She's just aged so fucking well. As Taz would say back in the day. What a tomato! You know, like, holy mackerel. Holy cannoli. So, they come out and say that they need practice. And then Trish and Lita go on some weird, like, Abbott and Costello routine. And I love Abbott and Costello. But, like, they were doing some type of fucking old routine, which is, how is that going to be over with the crowd? You know, especially this type of crowd. Practice? They said we need practice. Practice? You guys are talking about practice? Practice. Shut up! Oh my, we just heard Lio Rush fucking annoy the shit out of us earlier tonight. The cheesesteaks are fantastic. Philly's a fighting city. I mean, like, already my eardrums, I'm already fucking, like, trying to cut my goddamn ears off like fucking Reservoir Dogs. Oh my fucking god. And I'm like, ah! And then they come along and they just, like, You damn well know. You saw Trish Stratus with Elias. So you saw what she could do on the mic already. Even if you're a newer fan and you haven't seen what she did during the Ruthless Aggression era. But this right here, this is goddamn fucking abysmal. This was horrible. Practice, and he practiced, and he practiced. Oh my God. Mercy. Why is this so fucking bad? It's even worse than it usually is. And these are legends. This is Lita and Trish, undoubtedly the two greatest. I did a top 10 list of my favorite women of all time, and these women were like right at the top, right behind China. Oh my God! Why? What happened here? Why was this promo so bad? Why was it green lighted? Then they come down to the ring and they said, let's get some practice right now. And then, you know, Mickie James and Alexa Bliss go back the other way. Okay, thank God the segment's over. I don't get it. Like, also, talking about that top 10 list, Alexa Bliss, I put it number 10. I said that Alexa Bliss, it's still always true, is a great promo. She's great. But this here tonight, like, the Rousey promo, the Seth Rollins thing, that, you know, just Dean Ambrose getting annoyed over being called a lunatic, which is nicknamed the Lunatic Fringe. That's been his nickname for over 4 fucking years. Baron Corbin made a match backstage. Kurt Angle returns. Chad Gable and Bobby Roode greet him. So Bobby Roode is just backstage. Oh, God. Bobby Roode, this guy that has, like, this amazing physique, a great charisma, a great look. He looks like he belongs. He looks like a world champion. And he's like, hey, you look great, Kurt. That's what he says for tonight. So, Baron Corbin said that, you know, you're going to have he says to Kurt Angle, you're going to have a match tonight. Kurt Angle says he doesn't have his gear. Corbin says you'll figure something out. So the Conquistador shows up for a handicap match with AOP. Authors of Pain destroy the guy in the Conquistador outfit. Then they rip off the mask, and it's not Kurt Angle. Kurt Angle comes out on the stage. You know, Baron Corbin, like, comes out, you know, I think he was, like, surveying the match or whatever. Kurt Angle came out, gave him the angle slam on the entrance ramp. So it's like, you know, he fooled him. I don't know how Angle, like, what do you, like, pay this guy to be in the match? Who is he? I don't know. Pay some random fucking bum off the street, I guess. Maybe some junkie or something like that to wear the Conquistador outfit. Natalya defeated Ruby Riott by disqualification. Sasha Banks reappeared on TV. I don't know where she's been. Was she injured? I don't know. You know, it's like these people, they return, they come back, just like Tamina. I don't even fucking know. I can't keep track of it. It's the style that they work. It's the way they book people on TV. They're 1 month at the top. You know, we had a big feud with these two. You know, Bayley and Sasha. It's like almost nothing ever happened. And I guess this is going to be, what you see here is going to be your 6-man tag match at Evolution. I mean, wow, how exciting. You know, it would have been way better to have some heat between Bayley and Sasha in the heated feud, but nope. And, oh God, Elias comes out for a performance. What happens? He does his thing with Philly and everything, the same thing. You know, we're not having any progression with Elias, and you know, I see people putting it over all the time. I love how Elias trolls cities and everything, and he is good at that because he is very good on the mic, and he is a natural talent. I mean, this is a guy that looks like a star. He sounds like a star. He's got all the tools. And every single time he says, you know, WWE stands for the whole crowd chanceling, he's without a doubt one of the most over wrestlers on the roster. So, Apollo Crews comes out. He says that, you know how to talk. He goes, I'm not that funny and all that, and I can't sing like you. He goes, but between those ropes, none of that matters. Well, that holds true for about 90% of the roster. They're good in the ring. They might not sell or anything like that, but they give it their all. I always say that. These wrestlers, you can't take it away from them. I might not care about Finn Balor, but when the guy goes out there, he gives it his best effort. He does the best that guy could possibly do. And, he just needs to change his psychology. He just needs to change the way he works. I'm saying, but all these wrestlers, like, they put in more effort. They put their bodies on. We all shtick. Everyone always says this. What culture would tell you this 1,000 times? But Apollo Crews comes out. This guy's a jobber. He's been in Titus Worldwide doing absolutely nothing for over a year at least. He comes out there and he beats the shit out of Elias. He holds Elias over his head, slams him down. Elias bails out of the ring. So, let me get this straight. So Elias gets himself over, gets the biggest crowd reaction, that's a genuine crowd reaction, is responsible for getting the most heel heat that I think anyone's gotten in years when he did this segment with Kevin Owens, just about 2 weeks ago. The guy gets fucked over at WrestleMania, has, a referee's son has a match, and Elias doesn't. He gets a segment. He gets his ass kicked by John Cena. And here we fast forward, and Elias is getting his ass beat by a no-charisma jobber. Like, okay, so there was no breakup even with Titus Worldwide. I guess they're just forgetting about that. And they're going to take another crack at giving Apollo Crews a singles push. Because, the first time they did that, which was like 2016, that worked out so well. Just to show you how well that worked out, that the last time that Kurt Hawkins won the match, it was over Apollo Crews. Dear fucking Lord. Can they have a little bit of mercy? Like, not only are you giving me fucking horrible-ass promos tonight, but you are going to have Apollo Crews bury Elias so you can attempt to put over this schmuck that, I'll tell you, Apollo Crews has got a great look to him, but he's got no charisma, and they already tried this. They don't know what to do with any of these people. So the thing is, it's like Elias should be the big star. This should be the guy getting the push. I'm telling you. This guy must have done something. Elias must have done something to piss somebody off in the fucking back. Because why the fuck is a guy this talented being treated in this manner? It's like they want to use him because he still gets heat. He's a heat magnet. But it's directionless heat. Heat is good to build a character, to further a storyline. But there is no story. Elias is not even involved in this story. He's not even, the Lashley storyline, Lashley's already moved on. That led nowhere. So it's like, so what is even the point of Elias coming out there week after week getting heel heat when that heat goes nowhere? The Shield defeated Braun Strowman, Dolph Ziggler, and Drew McIntyre. So the Shield win at Super Showdown. Then Drew, Braun, and Ziggler win last week. Now the Shield wins again. After the match, Dean Ambrose, he gets pissed off. There was a moment in the match where he kicks Seth. He goes for the DDT, but he lets him go. Seth, they get all pissed off at one another. Then, Ambrose ends up leaving the match at the end. Then Braun Strowman beats up Dolph Ziggler, but Drew gives Braun the Claymore kick, and then he walks out on both of them. So I guess the whole team is imploded. You know, I don't know. It's like Drew and Ziggler are the tag champs, but, you know, he just walked away from Ziggler, so maybe they'll lose the belts next week. I don't fucking know. I don't fucking care. This show was fucking horrendous. Guys, thank you for watching. Please subscribe. My fucking subscriber count is fucking nutty as shit. You know, sometimes I have like 10 subs. One day I gain a whole bunch of subs, then I lose 5 subs. Please make sure that you're subscribed. Do not let YouTube win. Please let me grow this channel. Let me at least make it to 6K by the end of the year. You know, that would be nice. That would be a nice Christmas present. Hopefully we could get more than that. Please watch all my other videos. You know, click the bell so you get all the notifications when I post my new videos. But, you know, check out the videos that I've posted here. And, guys, this has been your YWC Champ. And I'm signing out. Stay tuned for the SmackDown 1000 review. That's coming up next. All right.